Hey guys, my opponent today is PrOSan, and he's a 2372 diamond with a 507 wins and 497 losses. Hey guys, this is SeeJay bringing you a Starcraft 2 commentary of myself playing. So far, I'm just a 2400 diamond player, and I still think I need a little more. Still need a little more work. This is PrOSan, and I showed you him in the beginning of the video. He's also a Diamond League player, very good. This is I think my second time playing with him. I remember that name, but I don't remember the outcome of that game. Well, anyways, I'm the Protoss player, and standard opening. It's a good APM. Oh yeah, 156 APM. I'm mining the hell out of these minerals right now. Almost 200 APM. And just just standard opening, making 9 pylon I always do 9 pylon scouts because it just makes me feel more comfortable. Gateway scouts, especially against Terran, is like I don't like it because they usually have their marine like almost out, so I don't really get to see much. I know like you don't see much with the 9 scout anyways, but still I'd like to check early if they have a gas, and helps me to see if they're gonna do a fast expo or marine SCV all-ins, which I hate. And I've seen a lot during the I got promoted into diamond, and the first 4 Terrans I played um, did all SCV marine all-ins before my warp gate finished, which was just it was just horrible. I've never had that before until I got promoted in the diamond league, and yeah, that sucks. But I know how to stop it now and know what to look for, and that's all. That's what this game is about: just learning and adapting, and just trying to do some harassment with my SCV. Trying to do harassment with my probe, scouting probe. He saw that I got here so soon, so he's gonna assume that I'm in the close position, and usually close positions mean that it's gonna be usually a quick aggressive game. And I get my first gas, like a 14 as usual. I did a late gateway. I did a 14 gate, following up by a cybernetics core at 18. And pylon finish, not supply blocked. Never want to get supply blocked. I get a late gas here because you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. And four gates, four gates. I've seen people 4 gate without a second gas, but I decided not to get one, and then later I thought I should for Guardian Shield, because that helps a lot against Marines. A lot against Marines. And I don't know what I do here. Oh, just another pylon. Leaving my scouting probe over here to hide and make a proxy pylon for my push. And so far, I wasn't here long enough to notice the tech lab, or he's gonna chase out my probe before he does his tech, as did I with his SUV. So far, he's going 2 racks Marauders, or 2 racks Marauders, two racks with Tech Lab, making some Marauders. So far, just making the second Marauder and a Marine. Tech Lab concussive shell, and we see a 3 racks here. So, gonna most likely aggression. Usually see aggression, or he's gonna use this force to secure an expansion. And it's always nice to have a lot of units because of close positions. And so far, I have pretty good saturation on my minerals. And I got a late gas, and I was still reluctant to put all the probes on gas, so I put 2, and then I just decided, just forget it. I'm gonna put the 3rd probe soon. I put it, yeah, soon, and as you can see, I'm going 4 warp gates. They're almost done. Still continuing to make probes. Gonna put a proxy pylon soon. I always like to keep a probe in the path on the path to my base, just to see if there's gonna be any pushes coming from my opponent. And putting up a proxy pylon. Warp gate's almost finished. Gonna be doing a 4 gate push because that's how I got into diamond. No, I got into diamond honestly was because of 3 gate robo colossi. That's it. That's 3 gate robo or 2 gate robo into colossi. That's really all I did to win games. I'd see people do like 1 or 2 racks expand, or like 3 gate expand, and then I would just go 2 colossi push with thermal lance and just win. That's how I got into diamond, and now I'm starting to actually try to improve my game instead of just winning with just that tactic. It's not even a tactic. But yeah, here my 4 rockets are here, and I'm making units to push up his ramp, putting 2 zealots to soak up damage, and then the rest are gonna be stalkers and sentries. Stupidly, I forgot that sentries need a little time before they can use guardian shield. I forgot about that at the time, and my zealots just get annihilated here. And he pulls off not many probes. Smartly, he pulls off like 6 probes, which scares off my stalkers, and that gives time for his marauders to slow my fleeing stalkers. And here I should have just backed off and be like, I can't push up this ramp anymore. But for some reason, I just felt like I did damage and I needed to keep applying pressure with the 4 gate, because usually 4 gates are just all about early pressure. Usually just all about early pressure, either winning the game or just setting your opponent behind so you can just expand, macro up, and just be good. And here I should have again backed off, but I was like, no, I have to do something, and I warp in 4 zealots, and I get like 2 or 3 kills, not even a lot, and I have to back off because there's nothing else I could do. I have losing basically my whole army here. All I have is 3 stalkers left. He's gonna pick off this stalker, so all I have right now running to my base is 2 stalkers and 4 gates, and he already has an MMM ball, so I know I'm far behind. But in units, I see that we're even in probe count or worker count. I was above earlier, but in the attack I just went kind of all in-ish by cutting probes for more minerals, and I even spent it all because I'm bad. So my plan here was to just I knew I was behind. I couldn't play catch up with macro. I couldn't expand. I knew he was gonna expand, so I decided to put down a robo, and he does a scan to see what I'm doing. And my plan was to go robo and then just work off 4 gates and immortals. That's it. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna pump out a few immortals and push out when he a little bit after he expands, because once you expand, that's 400 minerals lost until you get it saturated again, and that's when it catches up. And that's what I wanted to do. When someone expands, you could either push out and try to like hurt it, try to win, or you should commit to an attack, or you should expand yourself and just catch up with the economy and expansions and everything. And here I did not want to play a macro game, especially since I lost so many units and so many resources. And you can see here sorry, I lost twice the amount of resources as he did. And I think I make an observer first, but just trying to macro up here. He tries to do a little push, but I got these sentries to force field the ramp, which does really good against a push like this. So basically, he just wasted some units. It was kind of an even trade. We're still pretty much same on supply. He's up by a little. But with 4 warp gates, I can reinforce very quickly, and I'm just making immortals right now. And with this observer, I find out that he is expanding, so I see that's not up yet. So this is what I was happy about. I was worried that like by the time I got here, he would expand it already, and like, or almost done expanding, but he's not even halfway done. So I saw that I had time to make like a few more immortals, so I decided to push out with I was only gonna use these 2, but seeing that it wasn't even halfway done, I was gonna go for a 3rd immortal and then push out. And that's what I was gonna try to do. Like, I was just exploiting the fact that I knew he was gonna expand, and hopefully he wouldn't have as much units as he would, because he thought I was just gonna try to macro up a big army and try to catch up. And yeah, I don't like leaving my observer too close to his army, because then I don't want to get it scanned and picked off. What I should have done also is I already saw the expansion. I saw his army right here. I saw everything I needed to see outside his base. I should have moved inside his base. And saw that there was a double starport with reactor and tech lab. And once I saw tech lab, I should have seen a banshee coming. And oh, sorry, I missed this right here. But he takes off 5 probes. He takes out 5 of my probes with his banshee. Without cloak though, that was good. Because if he had cloak, he would have taken out a lot more probes. Because my observer was all the way across the map. So I bring it back. I'm scared he has a cloak. So I just pull back, and my third immortal's done. So I decide to push out now, and I have a pretty big army because I invested. I think completely stopped pro production, and I just started pumping out units. My armies right now is 87. So yeah, I am ahead in the food count. He's trying to get cloak banshees right now. So far he has one, and the second one is on the way. He has medevacs for heal. So I see this army and surprise, and I try to move out. And here's where I move out. And here's force field to try to cut the units in half. Doing good. Once these zealots die, these marauders and marines are gonna have to like run around the back. See how they're running around the back? That's what I wanted to do. And you can see with the help of the marauders, I was able to just steamroll and win this battle convincingly. And I basically took out his whole army there and just rallying units. He's rallying units, but then I pick off one. I think it's pretty much from here. I thought it was pretty much a GG. I was just forcing up the ramp. Like if it was later in the game, if I was playing not playing serious. That sounds kind of cocky, but if I knew he still had a chance, I would have expanded. But I was pretty sure that I took out most of his army, and he wouldn't survive if I just do a 4-gate push. If I just pushed up his ramp, because I have 4 gates, I can reinforce really quickly. And you can see my macro slips here a lot. That's what I'm trying to fix, is that is just basically warping in units during a battle. Like, I focus too much on micro, and that's a problem, because if this dies and I didn't macro by warping in more units, then that reinforcements could have saved me. Or if I was gonna lose this army anyways, I have these warped in units that I could send back to my base, and they'll be on cooldown by the time, like, so it's always good to like look away from your army, let the battle happen. Sometimes, like, you don't have to micro every single time, but during a battle you should always just keep making units. And I win. Yeah, I guess that's it. I win, and it was a good game. That goes to show you that you can come back from a disadvantage. So that's it for right now, and I'll see you guys next time.